am about 17 years old. At summer and Easter, me and my family would usually go to the village my grandparents live so they won't be lonely. It is a relatively small village. Not a lot of tourists come since it's a small part of Greece. Forgot to mention that the village is in Greece. So it's not really big. One summer, which I think was 2018, I wanted to get a job so I can have some money for myself. My dad has a family friend which worked at a restaurant and helped me get a job there. Thankfully, I managed to be a waiter, and I actually made some really good cash. It was about $10 3 nights, which for me at that time wasn't that bad. At one point, they got some stuff stolen, so they had to add a security guard. I really had a problem with it since I could also bring my friends. At the first shift, I took with me 2 of my friends to help me not to sleep or get bored at the shift. As a security guard, my payment would be updated so we could share the money. We were given this information before my dad's friend left. You will stay in this room. Leave if it's only an emergency. If you see something suspicious, call me or the police. The cameras were high quality, so it was actually an easy job. At about 2 a.m., we heard some weird noises. The point was, it wasn't like a noise of stuff breaking or someone being sneaky. They sounded like it wanted one to drag our attention. However, we stayed by the rules and didn't leave, and eventually the sound stopped. Not a long time passed since I was getting sleepy. I asked one of my friends to cover me while I slept for 10 minutes to refresh my batteries. He agreed, so I went to sleep. In those 10 minutes, I had a horrible nightmare. I don't really remember it, but I can only remember a banging and my friend running. I couldn't remember anything else. While I was dreaming, I woke by the alarm clock. I didn't find my friends in the room. I checked on the cameras to see if something happened. They were outside taking a break by getting some fresh air. Then, the cameras glitch, and I hear a friend of mine scream. I run outside and see them both dead on the floor. It wasn't a natural death. There were more than 30 stab wounds that happened in the matter of 21 seconds. Whoever did this wasn't human. Then, I heard banging again from the same room. Since I've already broken the rules, I checked to see what was the noise. I went there and saw my dad's friend being tied up against the wall. This whole time he was bashing his head to drag my attention. I untie him and ask what the hell is going on. Then I realized it. He warned us for a reason. I pushed him back and ran as fast as possible. I heard a screeching and I couldn't feel my legs. I wanted to scream, but I would lose my breath. If I puked, I would slow down and die. I ran all the way back to my village. I informed the real friend of my dad, and after further investigation, people found out this place was a witch gathering place. The worst part is there wasn't just one. There were 2. One that killed my friends and the other tricked me while it was faking by dad's friend. After that, we left the village, took our grandparents, and never returned. Now, I wouldn't write this story, but I hear a banging downstairs while my mother is saying that she needs help. They found me.